Hello. Hello, hello. Okay, hopefully this works. Oh my God, this is so crazy. And yeah, I don't know what is going on with Facebook today, but y'all, Facebook has been crazy. I don't know why this isn't working. There we go. Okay, bring John in, add. Let's see, let's see. Hopefully this works. My phone is, maybe it's my phone because my phone is just being so crazy. John, let's cross our fingers that this works. It says that it's bringing you on to the camera. So hopefully this will work. Yes, yes, no. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Is it working? I don't know. Maybe we'd end up having to do something with Zoom because this is just crazy. Bring them on camera. Yeah, add. Okay, let's see, John. This is the second time I'm trying. Let's see if this works. I don't know. I feel like this is just a glitch in Facebook today. Maybe we do it on Instagram. Maybe we do it over on Instagram, John. Facebook's got to step up its game. Where? Let's see. John, I can keep adding you, but it's not showing me that you're on the video, like that you're on the live. I don't know. There you are. Okay, there you are, but you're sideways.
Okay, I think I know what.
Okay,
I
what?
think I know what's going on. So I think when you first
Okay, so
started,
now it's right.
because you have it. Technically, yeah. I think I know what it is. You're probably starting it like this,
But when
and
I
then you're
started it the
turning it
first time, I did it
after you
I
hit the
did it
live button.
horizontal. Like I had it that way first.
Hmm. Well, let me do this because now I got to
I
find something
know.
to put this on.
We're rigging our phones. Oh
Oh,
my
let's see.
God. This
Let's
is crazy.
see.
Yeah, great to meet you
Great to meet you,
too.
though.
This is, I mean, I was just saying,
Let's
Facebook
see.
has to step up its game because Instagram is just, oh, my husband's texting me. He goes, "You're sideways."
Oh,
I
you're
don't know.
sideways for everybody? So that means
I
we're
don't know.
both
Do you
sideways?
guys, is it sideways for you guys? Should we turn back the other way? I mean,
We
I
could
can do this
try.
way if everybody.
We need people to, yeah, we need
Now it's
people to
like
tell
rotate
us.
your phone. You can't turn the phone while
So
we're
right
on.
now, for those of you watching,
Wait a
who's
minute. Now it's telling me to
sideways?
turn my phone back. My phone's telling me to keep it this way.
Yeah, so let's just do this.
Okay.
This is good. This is golden. It's
Wait, but
perfect.
now at
Looks
least
good
it's
now,
telling me
says Jessica. We're solid.
not sideways anymore. I vey.
I think she was looking at it when you turned it. I think it's good like this because not sideways anymore. Okay, we're good. All right, everyone,
Okay,
what's up?
okay.
What's up? And I'm going to share
All
this on
right.
my wall too.
Leave it. Okay, Melissa said
Let me make
leave it.
sure.
Okay, thank
I
God.
just have this.
Thank God.
Leave it.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, don't touch it.
Thank you.
John is just small. Well, that's not nice. No, just kidding. Okay, so, well, I'm really excited to do this interview. We're really excited to have Sandi here, and
Awesome.
everybody says it's good.
Yay.
Okay, awesome. So, Sandi, I'm
Thank you.
excited to
She's
have you
excited for
on.
me.
Would love to have you share, first of all, a little bit about your story. I know you've had a lot of success coaching busy mamas, helping them go out there and produce better results inside of
Mm-hmm.
their businesses. I'm assuming you probably have a lot of
Yes.
entrepreneurial moms that have maybe full-time jobs,
Yep.
maybe they have a side hustle, maybe a full-time business, but they're also raising a family. And I think we can all appreciate
Mm-hmm.
that that can be very
Yep.
challenging. I know you do this yourself. So would love to have you share a little bit about, again, your story and just your background and kind of what you can help a mom do to
Yep.
produce better results with that busy,
Yeah, well,
crazy,
thank you so
chaotic
much
schedule.
again, for having me on here. And I love, love, love helping busy moms because I'm one myself. And before I became a mom, I took all the classes, I did all the stuff that you're like supposed to do before, you become a mom to prepare you. And I did all this research and we spent like thousands of dollars on courses and coaching and all these things. And then I soon found out after I became a mom that it's nothing like they teach you, right? Like you have to figure out what I like to call your new normal.
Mm.
So what was in the past, how you ran your business, how your life was day to day, it's just no longer anymore, right? So for me, as a woman in business, now bringing a baby into my life, I had to figure out ways. And for the way that my husband and I live our life, we are extremely, everything's fast paced, everything's on the go, and highly, highly productive. But at the same time, we both were like craving that intentional family time as well. So for me, I shifted into a place of being super entrepreneurial woman into now, what does this like look like for me being a mom, right? This was a position I never had before. And to give you just a teeny backstory into the whole process of my labor, delivery, all of that, I ended up having my baby in kind of the middle of a hurricane. We had Hurricane Irma here, and it was crazy. This was, he's almost 2. It was August 2017. And I went again from operating my life to what my normal was before I had my baby, now into this crazy, chaotic life of literally a whirlwind with a hurricane, trying to navigate life, figure out my business, figure out life now with a baby. And yeah, so for me, it was like, how do I take the experience that I went through, being an entrepreneur, being a mom, being a wife, and I want to do everything, not just like mediocre or good. I want to do everything exceptional. So I know that there's other women out there like me who want to be exceptional wives and mothers and women in business. So what I do is I work with those women to help them level up, not just in one area, but in every single area.
Love it. That's awesome. And then what would be some of your suggestions? So someone's trying to, build a business. Maybe they have a network marketing business. Maybe they have something they're doing that takes consistent effort, and they need to have like good energy to go out there and produce the results. They need to have a positive attitude.
Yep.
They can't have distractions, right? And I think that's part of the challenge, and I'm a father, right? My wife and I, we're always trying to juggle and figure things out to be there for the kids, but then at the same time produce results in our business. And it can be very challenging, especially when, your kids can be demanding and, you're the parent, right? You got to take care of them. You got to be there for them. But again, you have a business to run too, right? So you're trying to do both. So what would be some of your best productivity hacks for that busy parent, a mom that's trying to run a business while raising the family?
Exactly the ideal client that I work with every single day. And what I say is you have to know, for me, exactly what I do is, one, I plan out my schedule ahead of time. So I do it the day before, right? I know exactly what I'm doing. I know what calls I'm making. I know what emails, newsletters are going out. I have my day planned. So when I'm starting my day, I'm not going in, okay, what am I doing today? My time is extremely intentional. I know where I'm putting that time. And when I'm in my business, I'm in my business. I'm not trying to send out emails and watch my son, on a scooter. I'm not trying to be in mommy mode and work mode at the same time. When I'm in my business, I'm in my business. And, I work with a lot of moms, one, they're like, I don't have help. Like, I don't have help in the house. So how do I do this? And this is what I train these moms on. I say, we find these pockets of time where you can do this. Maybe you're just starting out and you're like, I don't have the money. I don't have the finances right now to do this, to hire the help out. So we find those pockets of time. And then for other moms that are maybe outside of the home, whether it's getting the help and support that you need from a sitter, from a nanny, from childcare, then that's all great too. But you have to know that you can do it all, but you can't do it all at once. Right? So you have to be able to maximize the time that you're in your business and that you're working, but you can't feel like, okay, I'm going to be super mom and get the laundry done and get the dishes done and be in my business, being on phone calls, sending out, like you'll drop every single plate, right? It's a juggling act, but one thing goes up and you catch another. One thing goes up and you catch another. It can't be everything all at once.
Yeah. And some of the moms that you coach, like what are you seeing them produce as far as like, the amount of time they have to put into their businesses? Is it like they're producing in the evenings? Are they producing during the day? Is it kind of, and you kind of said it too. It's like, if you have a full-time business, right? Like you're out of the house during the day, it's a little bit of a different schedule. than someone that literally works from home, right? And while the kid's
Exactly.
taking a nap, maybe, right? Like I remember our daughter, she was not as easy as my
Yeah.
son when it came to nap time. There was times where she decided, you know what, I'm not going to nap and I'm going
Yeah.
to cry until you come get me. Where my son, it was like we put him down at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Wow.
He didn't wake up till 4. He was the easiest. We thought we were like amazing parents. Like we should do
Yeah.
freaking parenting classes because we got this on lockdown. And then we
You're
had our
like,
daughter and we're
I don't
like,
think so.
oh my gosh, like
Yes.
we just got
Yes.
lucky the first time. Yeah, we got lucky the first time. So what are you seeing for these productive moms that are out there? Maybe they have a full-time job, maybe they're working their business on the
Yep.
side, maybe their business is their full-time thing. What are you seeing as far as like when they're producing? Is it again evenings, during the day, during nap time? Is it like
Yep.
pockets throughout the day, like you said?
Yeah,
Like what are
so it
most of
looks
them doing to
different
make things
for every
happen?
mom, right? Because every mom's situation is different. And like you said, every baby is different. So you could have one child who's like amazing, a great sleeper, a great eater, and then the next one comes along and it's like nothing like the first one, which is typically the case. But for again, every mom, it looks different, but you have to find what works for you. And I say you have to know what your priorities are, because say you get into your business, you're running your business, or you're working outside the home, right? You have to know what your priorities are. Do you want to be working in your business from 7 in the morning to 7 o'clock at night? What do you want the time to look like with your kids? Do you want, for me, I'll tell you my exact schedule. I have help that comes into my home at 7:30 in the morning and she leaves at 3. That's my chunk of time that I work. From 3 o'clock on, I'm in full mommy mode. We're
Mm,
going to the mommy and me classes. We're doing all the mom stuff, right? All the home stuff, the grocery shopping, all that. So, and again, I give all my moms like hacks for all of these things too, but you have to honor your own priorities, because if you end up being in your business from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, or 9 to 9, or whatever it looks like, and for you individually, that's not something that honors what you want, what your ideal life would look like, it's not going to last very long. So you have to say,
mm,
okay, do I want it to look this way and then show up and these pockets of time work for me? Or do I want to move my business further along? The key word being want to be, right? Because you have to say, if I'm going to be in my business working like this, then I'm going to be in my business at this time and be in my family at this time. So, it's really honoring
sure.
the needs of each individual mother. But for a lot of them, especially starting out, it's early in the morning, it's while the kids are sleeping, it's after the kids go to bed, right? Finding those pockets of time and then saying, what do I really want? And how much of a priority is this for me to grow my business? If I can understand what being tired looks like, all of the moms on here know what it looks like, but you are saying, you know what? For me to get this email out before I go to bed, that's important. I'm honoring my priorities. I'm honoring myself, because moving my business forward is a top priority, just like being an exceptional mother is.
Now, how do you deal with it when it's the situation, when you have those bad days with the kids, or, with maybe
Mm-hmm.
they have a spouse that isn't supportive, like
Yeah.
that happens a lot too, right? Where, the husband doesn't get it. Like, why do you have to do,
Mm-hmm.
these conference calls or these Zoom meetings, or why do you have to
Yeah.
travel so much, whatever that looks like? Like, how do they get the
Mm-hmm.
kids, the spouse on board? Because that can
Yeah.
actually be the biggest challenge of all. That's what we see. We've been in network marketing 17 years. We do a lot of coaching training, speaking. We're
Nice.
actually headed to Vegas this weekend to speak at the No Excuses Summit. Like we do a lot of that high level coaching and mentoring, and we see people really struggle with this piece where the kids, or it might not even be the kids or the husband, it might be the
Mm-hmm.
sister, the brother, the parent, right? They've got family members that are harping on them and like, why do you have to do this? Why do you have to do that?
Yeah.
Like, you should just
Yeah.
relax. You should just be a mom. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like,
Yeah.
they don't get it, right? But you got to
Definitely.
have that conversation with them, because you have to
Mm-hmm.
maybe live with these people, right? You got to see these people all the time. So what would be some of your advice on how to handle the spouse, the
Yeah.
kids, other family members that are close, that are getting on you and ragging on
Yeah.
you for
So
putting time into a
listen, my
business?
husband and I, we do check-ins with each other, and I know exactly what his goals are. He knows what mine are. We check in with each other. And I think first and foremost, the most important thing, the most important people in your life need to be on the same page with you. So husband, wife, kids. If it's hard for them to see in the beginning, maybe you're putting all this time in and they're not seeing the ROI, they're not seeing the return on investment yet. Maybe for them, it's, why is this for me? Why is this for you so important to do? You know, are you being fulfilled as a mother to do this? Because listen, a
Yeah.
mother's job, it never ends. It can be a thankless job at times. We get paid in, you know, hugs and kisses and lots of love, but it doesn't pay the bills, right? So for a husband to say, well, you're putting time and energy into this, it's not paying the bills right now, you know, there's something bigger. There's another reason why a mom, partner, whatever is doing this, right? Maybe it's the community. Maybe she's around
Mm-hmm.
a community of other women who's building her up, who's giving her the support that she needs in her life. And she loves being around that, you know, the motivation to make a few extra dollars or calls or whatever it is, you know, on her own time. If that to me, or if this to a woman is important, right? She needs to express to her husband or to the partner, like, being a mom, of course, is important. Raising kids is the most important job in the entire world, but so is living in her purpose and honoring that. And she can't just, you know,
Mm.
if the husband expects her to be cooking and cleaning and doing all these things, but not living on her purpose and doing that, then, you know, I would say, is that fair? Like, of course, he gets to go out and work every day and he's outside the home, but I would say get on the same page, meet with one another. What are your goals? And get aligned so you know what the other person is going after and they can help push you and motivate you. And again, maybe in the beginning that might not be the case, but you have to let him understand or her understand what's the reason behind why you're doing this.
Yeah. And then what about the
Oh
moms
yeah.
out there that get the mom guilt, right? They start to beat themselves up because
Yeah.
they are doing this other thing that they're
Yeah.
so passionate about, but
And I think, listen,
it's
for
this
all the
give and
moms that
take.
are watching here, we all go through mom guilt, whether it's like getting your nails done, whether it's working in your business, whether it's just like after, you know, your kids go down, you're like, oh, they're down. But okay, but I go through my phone and I look at photos of my son, like, oh, I miss him so much, you know, and he just went down to bed. But first of all, you have to recognize we all go through it, right? Like mom guilt is such a real thing because we're moms. It's just a place in our heart where we care, love, take care of our family like nobody else can, right? So that's going to happen. But I would say, secondly, you have to
Yep.
take care of yourself in order to take care of everybody else. You can't expect to go, serve, 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 like pour from your own cup, and then you're left with nothing. You have to
Mm.
really prioritize
Yeah.
your own needs. And again, sometimes being selfish, right? Like you have to say, I'm being selfish for myself right now because I know I'm going to serve everybody else at such a greater level I wouldn't be able to do if there's nothing left in my tank.
Yeah. No, 100%. It's fascinating too because you do hear that
Mm-hmm.
excuse sometimes, right? Like, oh, I don't have time for myself because I need to take care of the kids or I need to take care of my spouse. And you know, you'll hear you know fathers saying this too. And it's so important that we take care of ourselves if
Mm-hmm.
we're going to take care of everyone else, right? If we don't have
Yeah.
the energy, we're not feeling good, you know, it's an easy excuse, right? It's a form of procrastination as well. Like, well, I can't take care of myself right now, or I can't produce in my business right now because, you know, I
Right.
got to take care of little Susie and little Johnny and cook the meals and this, that, and the other thing. And you just have to
Yeah.
figure out,
Yep.
like, what do you really want, right? Like, you have to prioritize what's most important. And I
Oh
don't think
no.
it's bad to be ambitious. I don't think it's bad to want to do something
Exactly.
outside of just being a mom or dad. And, you know, the guilt of building a
Mm-hmm.
business and not being at home because you
Oh
know the
yeah.
thing is too we get
Oh yeah.
comparitis ourselves to these other parents that we see on you know what's wrong with me. Well, the thing is you're only
Yes.
seeing the
Yes.
highlight
I talk
reel.
about this all
You're
the
only
time with
seeing the
my
highlight reel.
clients.
So you yeah, you might see some moms and dads that look
Mm-hmm.
like these incredible parents, and maybe some of them are, but you know, we all
Yeah.
have bad days. We all have times where
Yeah.
we're like literally lock the freaking door because I don't want my kids coming into the bedroom. Like
Yes.
lock the door like I need my space, right? Like we love our kids, we love our spouse, but
Definitely.
sometimes
And it's
we need
okay to
that
have
space, we
that.
need that
There's
me time,
nothing wrong
right?
with
There's
that.
nothing
It's
wrong with some
okay
me
if you
time.
get that. Listen, we
Yeah,
all get it. It's so normal. And that's, again,
yeah.
like what I work with my clients on. Like these are women, the women that I work with, they want more out of life. They're like, listen, I know that this motherhood, like what I do, it's such an important role, but they want more. They want to level up in every area because listen, you can have it. If you can have it
Yeah.
and you want it, you should go for it and you should go get it. You deserve everything that's out there. And why hold yourself back from greatness in all of these areas? if you want it and you know you can get it. And you may just need a little bit of support to go behind it.
Yeah. And I think another big thing too is you just hit the nail on the head, is the support piece, right? Getting yourself around
Yes.
other like-minded go-getter women, moms, because then you can kind of hold each other accountable. You can
Yep.
share your
Yeah,
wins, but
which
also
that's
share
almost
your
more important.
struggles with each other. And I know you have, yeah, and you have a mastermind coming up right now. I think you said it
Yes, it'll
launches
be next week.
next week, correct? But this is like the final opportunity to get in on it. So maybe you could share
Yeah,
some
so
details
we
about
start
that with
on June
everyone.
3rd. It's going to go for 3 months. So it's June, July, and August. We do a live call every week, and every week is a different topic. So just to give you an example of the last mastermind that I had, we talked about confidence. We talked about living on purpose, like what you're doing, how you can get to that next level. We talk about time management and all the hacks that go, into productivity. And the amazing thing is, like, it's a different call every
Yeah.
week, but the women, actually, one of my girls in my masterminds in here now, Paula, she's in here, and she, these women just, they take themselves to this next level, and they're so capable. Like, every woman is capable of this, but when you're around other women that are pushing you, encouraging you, allowing you to level up and to see things that you may not have seen before, it is so powerful. So we do this again for 3 months. There's live calls that we do. You get PDF like workbooks. So it's not just the live call once you get off. There's actually work that you can put in with it. So it's so, so powerful. And it's really just all about getting around this group and knowing it's okay, that you should want more. Like, if you know in your heart, like, what you're doing right now, that you're capable of so much more, you just might need a little extra push or accountability or the tools, this is the place for you.
No, I love that. And we actually, for those of you that are interested to learn more, if you just go to mylifestyleacademy.com, mylifestyleacademy.com/mastermind, you can get the details on our program. And I believe right now you're also doing a special little
Yes.
bonus as
So
well to do a coaching call,
as
right?
for all the action takers out there, right? For all of the mamas that are like, this is for me, I'm ready to level up. Or if you're like, I think I really want this, but just as a little added bonus for all the people who are ready to take action, I'm going to add in an extra 30-minute jumpstart call. So it's a live call with me. Obviously, we get on the phone together one-on-one, and then we'll say, okay, what is the plan? Like, kind of give you an outline for the entire 3 months. So you'll have the entire 3 months of the actual mastermind, but then this is like your jumpstart call to really maximize the time that you're in this group.
I love it. Well, it's powerful too, because I know one of the best investments we ever made in 2015 was to join a mastermind,
Yeah.
but it was like $25,000. So this is not that, but it was that investment that changed everything for us. We started cracking half a
Yeah.
million, then 1 million, then 2 million. And for us, it was really going out there and not just learning from the one person.
Oh,
The
yeah.
main person was actually Ray
Mm-hmm.
Higdon, good friend of ours, but it was also the collective effort of everyone in the group growing together, working together, holding each
Yes.
other accountable, bouncing ideas off of each other,
Exactly.
masterminding,
Exactly.
hence the name, right? So I think it's super powerful. I love that you're not only doing something where it's a 3 monthly
Mm-hmm.
installment, 3 monthly payment installment. I think that's great, making it more affordable.
Yep.
But I love that you're doing the free coaching call as a bonus just for my peeps. So if you guys want details, go to mylifestyleacademy.com/mastermind, and you can get registered. You can learn more about it. And Sandi, I just appreciate you. Any final thoughts for these busy
Yeah. So listen,
entrepreneurial
you
mamas
guys,
that are
moms,
watching?
we all are so busy. We all have so much that's on our plate. You have to know that if you, again, have that little voice inside your head that you're like, I want more, I know I deserve this next level life, and I just need that little support, that extra support to get there, the tools, the accountability, the sisterhood. Listen, all of us, you had mentioned before, John, like, sharing the wins, but also the stuff that we go through that's hard. That is more powerful, I think, than anything else,
Mm.
because you're not alone. And it's like, I'm going through these things, whatever it is, situations, or maybe it's a roadblock in work or in your personal life, and you have the support of these other moms who are going through the same stuff with you, and you guys are leveling up together. It is so powerful to have that community. And again, the tools and the push every single week, the workbooks that you get, everything that goes along with this, there's no way you can fail with this. It's a winning formula. Like, I've seen it over and over again. And the moms that come out of this, They are just on totally a next level, and it's very fast. It's within 3 months because it's work every single day, and it's intentional work. It's not something that you're just popping in and out of. You know, you have the focus, you have me there as your coach, but then you also have all the other moms that are in there pushing for you, rooting for you, the accountability, the tools. I mean, it's amazing. And I'm so proud of all the moms that invest in themselves and know that they want more, and that they go and they get it.
Tammy, I'm excited for you. And is it's all mompreneurs? Like they're
Yeah,
all
so
in
these
business
moms, I
of some
had a few
sort?
moms in my last mastermind. They were kind of figuring out, like they are like, I want more. I'm just not quite sure what it is yet. So one of the moms, like I said, she was actually on this live stream. She's like, okay, now I know what I want to do. And it helps like make her vision greater, bigger. She knows her purpose, you know? So most of these women, again, they are working moms, but you can figure it
Awesome.
out too. Like, again, this is a place to brainstorm with these women, to get ideas, bounce ideas off of each other. But it's powerful if you're just ready to level up in
That's
every
awesome.
single area.
And if
Of
anyone has
course.
questions, is it
Absolutely.
okay if they reach out to you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, appreciate all the value today. Smash the hard button if you got value from this. Sorry for any technical issues.
We got
Luckily,
it.
we
We made it
figured it
work.
out, but just
Yes,
excited
John,
and
thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much for
Yeah, we
having me
made it
on here
work, made it
today.
happen.
I'm so glad we got to collab on
Absolutely.
this. And again, anyone that has any questions, reach out to me, DM me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And then I think we can drop the link in here, right?
Yeah, we'll put it in the
Okay.
comments. As soon as this is over, we'll drop it in the comments. You could also actually edit the title
Okay,
afterwards as
perfect.
well. So that way they'll see it there
Awesome.
too if you want.
Perfect. Thank you
Cool?
so much.
Awesome.
Bye,
Absolutely, Sandy.
everybody.
We'll
Have a
talk
great
soon. Bye,
day.
everybody.